Welcome back to Operation RCT for Turn 11. It is now July 1942 for Imperial Japan. Imperial Japan has 47 IPP in the bank, and so with that 47 IPP, we're going to be advancing the heavy battleship one stage for 7. Zoom in. We're getting a free light carrier because we're now at war with a major power. We're going to get a fighter for 10, and there's going to be a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5 militia, so that's 10, so that's another 10. So 20, 27, 30, 36, 39, 43, and we've got an extra infantry in there. How'd that happen? And 47. So that happens, you muck around with your buy about 10 times. I'm putting these items down here in case if we achieve Asia for Asians, then we get a free factory and airfield at the end of this turn, hopefully. All right, with the tech, I got my 3 dice there. So we're going to go for a new tech on this one. So the yellow dice will be improved factories. We're going to go for the dreaded improved construction, which is stuck at stage 2 after 11 turns and only 2 successes. And airborne doctrine, we're going to try and finish off with that black dice, also on a 7. So we'll come over here. We're limited for space here. Actually, let's do it over here. All right. Here we go. And we get the black dice, so we finish. Yep, so the black 7 is airborne doctrine. So we finish that. We advance on the yellow dice, which is going to be improved factories. And we miss improved construction again. So improved construction is now sitting at 2 for 11. That's not great. All right, combats. So we have a whole pile of combats to work through for this turn. Previously, the Commonwealth has declared war on us, so now we're at war with them. We're also going to be declaring war on the Russians, the Americans as well. So we're going to get into a full-blown worldwide conflict and see how we go from there. All right, I've got a lot of different combat moves to make, so be patient with me. I've got to work my way through all these different things that we're doing. All right, I'm going to start up here. So out of Suyan here, I'm just going to zoom in a bit. So out of Suyan, we're going to be taking 1 cavalry out, and we're going to just walk on into central Mongolia there. I'm going to get a bunch of rundles. Should have got those earlier. All right, so that's going to be our first walk on there. From Suyan, we're going to be taking a total of 4 cavalry, and they're going to be going into, of course, everything's all the way over there, into Karelin. So that's my next battle up there. From Rihi, we're going to be taking 1 medium armor. Is going to come 1 into Eastern Manchuria, 2 into Primorsky Krai against those 2 militia there. And we're going to march forward the airborne and the artillery there. So they're going to participate in that battle there. Those 3 units against those 2. Coming out of C Zone P15 will be 1 Marine and 1 armor, which will be coming up 1, 2 into P2, and we'll be dropping a armor and a marine into Amua, if you can see that there. Yeah, so that's into there. All right, so far so good. All right, coming out of P15, we're going to be bringing one marine and a destroyer, and he's going to be coming 1-2 into P42 and hitting the Luzon and Visayas. Also going with him there is going to be from the carrier group. Over here, we're going to be bringing one tactical, and that's going to be coming 1 into P50, 2 into into Luzon Visayas. And he's going to have, so he's used up 2. So I'm going to just put a marker there. All right, going into from Siam into British Malaya is going to be 3 infantry going into there, and that battle will be happening. Joining them will be a tactical coming off the carrier group in C-Zone I-12. So they're already there, so he's only going to be using 1. So that's 1 there. All right, now what else? All right, coming out of this transport here in P50 will be 1 Marine and 1 Airborne going into Sarawak. So joining them will be, so there'll be this transport here. Joining them will be a heavy cruiser on a bombard. Actually, no, we'll use the heavy cruiser on the bombard there. All right, so that's that battle. All right, coming out of Dutch New Guinea, I'm going to be picking up 1 airborne and coming 1, 2, 3 into the Solomon Islands, dropping that airborne into there. 4, 5, 6 landing into, I'm just going to put him there into the Caroline Islands there. That's just a walk on. All right, we're getting there slowly. All right, in I4 will be combat rating. We'll be attacking with our fleet sub. In P62, our submarines will be coming up 1 into P51 and hitting the American line here. Out of Sumatra, 1 bomber is going to fly 1, 2 with these 2 escorts and bomb the factory at Calcutta. This is a very busy turn. Out of Suyon, we've got 1 strategic bomber, which is going to, 1, 2, 3, and bomb the factory in Novosibirsk, and then return back to Suyon. Yep. All right. One, 2, 3. Yeah, it should be okay there. All right. Okay. Continuing on. All right, the transport that's in Formosa is going to pick up 1 is going to pick up the medium armor and the infantry, and it's going to come 1 into P41, 2 into P50, and sorry, from P52, 1 into P41, 2 into P50, and 3 into I-12, and it's going to dump that stuff there in southern India, along with a transport out of I-12, which is already just sitting there, is going to take 1 Marine, 1 medium armor into southern India. Another transport is going to then, so that's 2, dump another 2 Marines into there as well. So now I've got 2 transports left. Right. So another transport is going to come out of I-12 and come 1, 2 to I-6 with 2 Marines into Maharashtra. One, two, three, four. No. Okay, getting there slowly. All right, joining into this attack here. Where did I go? Oh, yep. All right, transport that's in I-12 is going to pick up, is going to come 1 into C-zone P50, 2 into I-12, and collect 1 medium armor out of Adam Tonkin, and on the way 1 Marine from Sumatra, and dump that into southern India. All right. Destroyers. All right, 2 destroyers are going to take 2 Marines out of C-zone I-12. I'm going to come 1, 2 into I-4 and drop 2 Marines into Aden. So that's them. With them is going to be 2 cruisers. Actually, 1 cruiser. Okay. Okay, the airborne and air transport out of Sumatra is going to come 1, 2, 3 into Burma, 4, 5, 6, and drop 1 airborne into Burma, joining that artillery and infantry in there. The tank, what do I want to do with him? No. All right, I think, just double check, that's everything. Sorry about this. It's going to be a long turn. I apologize. Oh yeah, I have a fighter left and a tactical. So I'm going to bring a tactical into the battle here in So that's coming off the carrier group. So he's going to be coming 1, 2, 3, and so he will participate in that battle there. So I just need to mark him. Let's move 3. So 1, 2, 3 into Sarawak. Another fighter is going to participate in, where else do I want him? No, I'm just going to leave him non-combat. All right. Okay, I think that is everything. We'll start with the battles up here, and then we'll just move our way down and go from there. All right. Try not to knock everything over. All right, so we'll just start with this walk on here. So into central Mongolia. So Japan goes up 1, and Russia is down 1. So let's do that. So that brings us to 42, and the Russians down to 45. All right, the next battle is going to be into Kru Island. So we've got a desert border that we're crossing over here against 1 militia. So we have a total of 4 cav. So they're going into desert. So they're going to be minus 1. Let me just triple check that. Vehicle class. I think it's all land units. For desert and -1. Yeah, all land units -1. So they're going to be rolling on 2s. So we've got 4. So this is the Battle of Kru Island, and we've got 4 cav on a 2. Nothing. In response, he's got 1 militia on a 2. Nothing. 4 cav again. So we get 1 hit there on a 2. I think it's only 1. I think we're just crossing the border, so would have been a hit anyway. I think it should have been a 3 for the second round. And that's cocked. We're going to say that's 1. So we lose 1 cav out of that battle. So that's the battle here in Kru Island. It's going to lose 1 cav and go up 1 there. All right. Alrighty, there's some dicey battles here. All right, Primorsky Krai, this one makes me a little nervous. All right, so we've got, it's mountains. We've got 1 airborne, which is now elite airborne, so they're all 3s. We've got 1 artillery, 1 medium armor up against 2 militia. All right, so we've got a first strike on a 2 because we're in mountains. Nothing. So we've got 1 boosted infantry, so that's going to be on a 3, which is the airborne. And we've got armor, which is going to be on a 5 because of mountains. Nothing. All right, in response, he's got 2 at 2. Miss. All right, let's make this easy. So we'll have the, let's go the airborne, going to be blue dice. And it's going to be boosted, so it'll be boosted up to a 3. Then we've got a medium armor on, that can be a red dice. That'll be on a 5. And then we've got the artillery, which can be a green dice on a 2. All right, so we're red. That. All right. Oh, God. Wrong color. So we got, 3. So nothing there. Wrong dice anyway. It doesn't matter. All right, so in response, 2 on a 2. Nothing. So we need a blue, a red, and a green. So red is 5, blue is 3, green is 2. It's cocked. Let's go again. So we get 1 hit with the armor. So we're down to 2 militia, 1 down to 2 with a bit of fire. Nothing there, so he's got 1 militia left. All right, so blue, red, green. Miss, miss, miss. All right, so he's got a 2, 1 on a 2, nothing. Let's go again. Yeah, we get a hit this time. So we get a hit there. So we take Primorsky Cry. And that's that. All right. Okay. Next battle. So Primorsky Cry is worth 2. So that puts us up to 44. And the Russians down to 43. Swap spots. All right, let's do the bombing in Novosibirsk. So we've got that bomber, strat bomber coming out of Sion. 1, 2, 3, and then back. So it's simply going to be 2 D6s and one shot on a 3 for the inherent anti-air. All right, here we go. Oh, of course he shoots me down. Damn it. All right, but we do 11 damage. I don't think it can go that far. I think the max damage off the top of my head is only about 5 from manufacturing anyway. But he shoots me down, so that is not good. That's not what we wanted. I think that's not a sign of things to come with our bombing runs. All right, not good at all. All right, our next battle is in Amur. So it's an amphibious assault, so the armor will only go in the second round. So we've got one marine, 1 medium armor. So if he knocks out this medium armor, the marine, then that's that. All right, so the marine on a 1, nothing. The militia on a 2. Nothing. So now we've got the marine and the armor. So the armor will be red on a 5. And the marine will be a green 2. All right, next round. So we get a hit with the armor on a 5. So the defender on a 2 misses on a 9. So we take a Moor, and that's another buck. So we go to 45, they go to 42. All right, we'll just deal with this walk-on for the Solomons. That's just a bonus income for us, so we're not taking anything off anyone there. And I just need a Rundle. So that's the Solomons there. All right, working our way around. All right, the next thing is that we're going to raid into P51. So we're going to raid the US line, so we're now declaring war on the US. It's got 2 coastal subs. Now, I'm pretty sure they've got, no, they don't have radar. So it'd be just 2 +1s. So it'd be just +1 to, yeah, they don't have radar. So. All right, so the red dice will be the Japanese, and the white dice will be the Americans. So it's the first coastal sub. So we get 1 IPP damage there. So we go to 1. So the second coastal sub. Red against the Japanese. So we get another 1. So 2 IPP damage off the Manila line from those 2 coastals. All right, that's them done. All right, slowly but surely. All right, let's do... So this battle in the Philippines, I'll try and work my way down. All right, so we've got a tactical, a marine landing in Mazzano with a destroyer. I knew how to fight it for a reason. Anyway, it is what it is. It's what we put out, so that's what we're going with. All right, so we've got, it's pretty sure it's mountains, and I think it's mountains there. So we've got the 1 on a, so the green will be a 1, and the tactical will be on a 7. That'll be the red dice. So here we go. So we get a hit with the tactical. So in reply, the militia on a 2 misses. So we take Luzon and the Visayas, and that's another 1. So that's up 2. Sorry for this turn is like going forever. And they go down 2. So US goes down to 58. All right, the next battle will be in Sarawak. So in Sarawak, we've got 1 Marine, 1 airborne landing. We've got a tactical, and we've got a bombard of a cruiser, and Sarawak is just the lone militia. So the tactical will be the red dice on a 7. The infantry coming in will be on a 1. The airborne will be on a 2 because he's a lead airborne now. And what else we got? Yeah, and the tactical we said is on a 7. And the bombard, let's do the bombard first. So the bombard is the heavy cruiser, and I believe that's just a 2 bombard. I'm pretty sure it's a 2. All right. Yep. Yeah, it's on a 2. All right, so the bombard first strike, nothing. And now we've got our attack. So we've got blue, green, red. So our numbers there. Miss, hit, miss. So we get 1 hit with the tactical. So in reply, the militia in Sarawak on a 2 misses. So we take Sarawak with no casualties. Cool. Rightio. All right, the Battle of Malaya. So Malaya is Jungle Mountains. So in Malaya is just the 1 militia, but he's also got a fortification, which is going to get first strike, and we're going in with 3 dudes. And a tactical. It's a bit light on, but here we go. So he gets first strike. So first strike on a fortification should be on a 5. Pretty sure it's a 5. So much stuff here. Yeah, it's on a 5. So here's their first strike on a 5. I'd say that's an 8. So nothing there. All right, so we've got 3 infantry going in on a 1. And nothing. And then we've got a tactical on a 7. He misses. So in response, his militia, which is going to be upgraded to a 3, gets a hit. So we'll lose 1 infantry and we'll press the attack. So now we've got the fort's not involved, so 2 infantry and a red. So the red will be the tactical on 7. So this infantry will be on a 1. And we get our 1 hit. So that's with the tactical. And in response, the militia misses. All right, so we take British Malaya with 2 infantry. And need more Mondales. All right, where are we? British Malaya. All right, so we go up another 2. I don't know if I adjusted for Sarawak. I don't think I did. No, Sarawak, so FEC is down to 13, 48, and 50 now with British Malaya and Sarawak. Just check me on those. All right, I'll walk on into Burma here. So this is 1. So that brings us up to 51. And they are going to go down 12. Hang on, they've lost 1. I think they're at 10 now. Because they've lost Sarawak for 1. They've lost British Malay for 2. And then, so that's 3, and then 4 for Burma. So it's Burma. Okie dokie, we're nearly there. All right, so I reached out to Pete before and asked him if he wished to engage in 1 round of interception. So I brought 2 fighters with me. They're going to peel off, and the strap bomber is now going to do the business in there into Calcutta. So we've got 2 dice for 2 damage and 1 on a 3 for the inherent AAA. Oh, wow. We're going to measly 3 damage. Wow, our bombing campaign is not what we'd hoped for. So 3 damage on the factory, not really worth writing home about. I believe that does put it out of action though. It's only a minor, so probably doesn't take much to put it out of action. All right. Now our next battle into, let's go to Aden. So we've got 2 Marines landing. It's desert and there looks to be mountains. So we're going to be on a 1. We've got a shore bombardment of a 2. And then he's up against 1 militia there. Not worth anything to us. Okay, so we've got our green dice will be 1s. We've got a shore bombardment on a 2, so let's go for that first on a first strike. That's a miss. And now we've got 2 on a 1. Not liking the odds on this. Miss there. 1 on a 2 in defense. Miss there. So now we've crossed those mountains. And I believe it's still desert, but I don't believe that. Let me just triple check here. Yeah, it does put us at 1s. All right, so 2 on a 1. Hey, we got a hit. We got a 1. All right, so in response, the militia on a 2. Oh, of course he gets a hit. So 2 1s, how's that? So we lose a Marine and they lose a militia in Aden. That goes. These crazy attacks. All right, so now we're going to go on with the raiding here. So we've got the 2 lines that join. We've got 1 fleet submarine there, and they'll be raiding at a +2. So red dice will be the Japanese, and the black dice will be FEC. So we get 2 damage there. So there's 2 damage into this line here in I4. So that's the East African line worth 1. And I'm pretty sure that maxes out that line anyway. Yeah, the Indian Ocean line. So it's only worth 2 total anyway. So that's all we could have done. All right. Okay. So our next assault will be into Maharashtra. And it's going to be 2 Marines landing against 1 militia in Maharashtra. There doesn't appear to be any penalties. So it looks like it's just straight. So it's going to be 2 on a 2. Nothing. And then 1 on a 2 in return. Of course, he gets a hit. So we'll lose 1 Marine. All right, so it's going to be just 1 on 1. So we'll just roll these together. So I'll go the green dice, and the red can be for the FEC. So 7 and 4 is nothing. Let's go again. So he gets a 2. So he defeats me there. So we get repelled out of Maharashtra. It's probably a foolish battle anyway. All right, so now we're going to go on with this battle here into southern India. So we've got 2 armor. We've got a total of 4 Marines, 1 infantry. So it'll be no armor in the first round. So the green dice will be, actually they'll all be the same. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the green dice will be at 2, 3, 4, 5 at 2. All right, 5 at 2. So we get a hit there anyway, and we'll just roll. Yeah, that's it. And we'll roll the militia. So the militia at a 2 misses. So that's the end of the Battle of Southern India. So we go up another 1 there in Southern India. Really should have bought some more stuff into Maharashtra. Silly stuff. All right, so we got 52. FEC goes down to 9. Now, let me triple check, make sure I haven't missed anything. List. All right, we're now going to get into some non-combat. All right, so coming out of P12 will be a fleet submarine. Is going to come 1 into I7, 1 into I7, 1 into I6. And just join that coastal over there. We're also going to bring 1 TBD, so it's going to come 1 into I12, it's in I12, 1 into I7, 1 into I6. And we're also going to bring a light cruiser 1. So 1 into I7, 2 into I6. Okay. All right. The Strat bomber is going to fly back to Sumatra. So that's him. The 2 fighters that engaged in that bombing mission that was a mess are going to land back onto the carriers here. All right, the tactical that's in that engaged in this battle here into British Malaya is going to land back onto the fleet carrier. All right. So we can move that. All right, the tactical that's engaged in the Battle of Sarawak has got to land into Borneo. So that's going to land there. The tactical that fought in Luzon and Visayas has moved 2. So that's going to come from Luzon and Visayas. 3, 4. No, they can't make it back there. Oh, hang on, Luzon and Visayas. Yeah, I think he can land back onto... He came from that carrier anyway. So I'm pretty sure he came 1 into... Yep, from I-12, 1 into P50, 2 into Luzon Visayas, 3 into P50, and then back into that stack there. Pretty sure that's okay. So that's good. All right, we're going to rail 2 infantry, one from Honshu and one from Kyushu up to Hokkaido. 1 infantry from Kyushu is going to move up to Honshu. And I think that's it. All right, so we should be sitting on 52 IPP. So our bonus income now will be 2 for Luzon and Visayas, 2 for Java, because now we're at war, 2 for Borneo, 2 for British Malaya, 1 for the Solomons. So that should give us an extra 9 income on top of the 52, if I've counted correctly. So that should be 61 IPP. For next turn. However, I need to still place my stuff and do a disposition. So it'll be 61. 50, 60, 61. All right, so we took, 44 minutes. I'm so sorry, everyone. We took this area here. So we've got Cochin China, Adam Tonkin, Burma, Siam, and we've still got all the Manchuria, so we get to place a factory and a airfield. So I'm going to place those both into Siam. Actually, before I forget, I'm going to move non-combat. This tank is going to come 1 into Siam and hang out down there. All right, so place units. All right, I'm going to place a fighter in Tokyo. We're going to advance the heavy battleship up a stage. So it's going to go up to there. We are going to place one light carrier in port at Kyushu on the northern side, just there. We're going to place a mountain infantry in Rihi. We're going to place 3 militia, one into northern Manchuria, one into northern Manchuria, one into eastern Manchuria. We're going to place one in Haikudo and one into Tokyo. We're going to place 2 infantry in Tokyo. And we're going to place another one in Kyushu and another one in Honshu. And that should be everything. All right, let's do a quick disposition. Again, I apologize for the length of this video. It's kind of crazy. It was a long, complicated turn. No doubt made many mistakes. Okay, Primorsky Krai has a elite airborne, a artillery, and a medium armor. Amur has a marine and a medium armor. In C-Zone P2 is a transport hanging out. Haikudo is 2 infantry, 1 militia. Tokyo is 2 infantry, 1 fighter, 1 militia. Honshu is 2 infantry and a artillery. Down in Kyushu is 2 infantry, 2 artillery. Eastern Manchuria, 1 militia. Northern Manchuria, 1 militia. Western Manchuria, 1 militia. 1 mountain infantry in Rihi. Suyeon has changed slightly. It is 11 infantry, 2 armor, 2 medium armor, 2 artillery, 1 motorized, 1 mountain. In central Mongolia is 1 cav. In Karelen, there is 4 cav. Shensi is 3 infantry and 2 militia, 1 artillery. Shangtung, 1 infantry. In Hunan, there is 7 infantry and 1 militia, 1 artillery. Luzon and the Visayas has 1 marine. C-Zone P42, 1 destroyer. Palau, 1 militia. In the Caroline Islands, there was 1 air transport and 1 infantry. Volcano Islands has a militia. Bonin has a militia. Marshall Islands has a militia. There is now a airborne on the Solomon Islands. Where else? Okay, in Sumatra, there's 1 strat bomber, 1 air transport, 1 fighter, 1 airborne, 1 marine. They're all on this card here. In Borneo, there's 1 seaplane, 1 tactical fighter. In Sarawak, there is 1 marine, 1 airborne. In C-Zone P50, there is a transport, a heavy cruiser, and a fleet sub. In C-Zone I-12, might as well just put these on the card. C-Zone I-12, there is 4 transports, 1 torpedo boat destroyer, 1 destroyer, 2... I'll start that again. 4 transports, 1 TBD, 1 fleet submarine, 2 destroyers, 1 light cruiser, 2 fleet carriers with 2 fighters, 2 tacticals, 1 light carrier with a fighter. I might just change the combination of those to 1 of each. It's no big deal. There is a total of 3 heavy cruisers, 1 battle cruiser, 2 battleships. In southern India, there is 1, 2, 3, 4 infantry. That guy's gone. There is four Marines, 1 infantry, 1 regular infantry, 2 medium armor. In Burma, there is 1 infantry, 1 artillery, 1 airborne. In Siam, there is 1 militia, 1 medium armor. In British Malaya, there is 2 infantry. In Aden, there is 1 marine. In Sea Zone I-4, there is a fleet submarine, 2 destroyers, 1 heavy cruiser. And I didn't cover it. P-54, there's 2 coastal subs. And I think that's everything, and I apologize for the length of this film. All right, I'll turn it over to Global War Enthusiast, and hopefully not too many errors on this one. So I think I finished the turn with 62. I might be right or wrong there. And then there is another bonus of 8. Actually, no, there's a lot more than that. So it's 52. And then I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 14. So an extra 14 income. So that should be 66, if I got my math right. So it should be 66 income. So 50, 65, 1, 66 for next turn. All right, signing off. Thanks very much, and over to you, Pete.